Hey Panthers, welcome to this week's Coaches Show. I'm Fletcher Newman here with Coach Wendel to discuss last week's game. The Panthers had a tough overtime loss against the defending state champs Aledo. Coach, how proud are you of your players from the game Friday night?
I'm always proud of our team. I really enjoy being around our kids and just I'm always proud of them, but ultimately after the game we were disappointed. We were disappointed with the outcome. Felt like we could have done one or two things different and possibly won the game, and you want to win the game. That's why you play. So I was proud of them and always proud of them, but we were ultimately disappointed with the outcome.
We saw lots of factors go into the game last week, but what was the biggest thing that you feel most impacted the game?
You know, from an offensive standpoint, I think our execution was really good, probably as good as it's ever been. We ran a trap option better than we have ever in my entire career. The physicality of our across the board, our slots, Darren Greason and Jeremy McCoy had some phenomenal physical blocks. Our offensive line played great and continued to become more and more physical as the game went on. I thought our fullbacks, both Ethan and Lane, ran the ball very physical, probably as well as they've played all year. And then Nick, quarterback that played Friday night, ran physical and did a great job too. So overall, the execution, the physicality. But I think the thing that probably stands out ultimately for me is we were 6 for 7 on fourth downs. And 4 out of 7 is really good. Being 6 for 7 is great. If we were 7 for 7, we would have won the game. So, but 6 out of 7 on fourth down is a pretty big statistic, I think.
The Panthers utilized the running game more than we've seen in the past. Was that the plan coming into the game?
It was. Number one, we wanted to keep. We felt like we could move the ball against them. We felt like we could just move down the field. Didn't feel like we'd get a whole lot of explosive plays, but felt like we could get a push on the offensive line and get a lot of first downs, and we wanted to keep their offense off the field. Very explosive offense. I think they've got 2 of the best receivers in any classification in the state. We've got a quarterback that can get them the ball, and they're 2 or 3 or 4 running backs that are really good. So probably as explosive as offense as there is in 5A, and felt like we needed to keep them off the field, so we wanted to run the ball, and that was the plan. We executed it real well.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Aledo game.
We have a jet sweep to Jeremy McCoy. I think Ethan Hill gets the first touchdown of the game. 1-yard run behind Brock Cavender. Jace. This is a pass play on a 2nd and 8 to Darren Greason. Nice throw by Nick. Good play action pass. Got us in scoring situation for the 2nd touchdown of the game, which is a run right here, a jet sweep to Jeremy McCoy. Look at his explosive, stuck that foot in the ground and cut up. Really good run by him, led by Darren Greason on the block. This is right before half to go up 21-14 or 20-14. With about 16 seconds to go, a fade to Nathan Humphreys. Good route, got wide open, and Nick put the ball on the money. This is a G option play. We kind of busted. Nick got us out of a hole and got about 7 yards on. See, this is our 4th touchdown of the game. Just a sheer desire to get there by Jeremy McCoy, who probably had his best game ever. Defense got one big stop, and it was started with this interception or sack right here. And we got an interception. I think the ball bounces off. Let's see. Caleb Tompkins gets his hand up, bats it up, and Drew Coleman comes down with an incredible interception. It's a big play in the game.
Now let's take a look at some of the Friday night results of the other teams in our district.
I think I called this one. Seguin upset Cleburne by a score of 26-23. Waco University beat Joshua by 3. Centennial blew out Burleson 37-10.
We have some players here with us today. Coach, can you tell us a little about who's here?
Yeah, both juniors, both Nick De Los Santos, who plays quarterback for us, and Ethan Hill plays fullback. Both of them are underclassmen that are on our leadership council, and just a joy to be around, and tough football players. And they love to play the game, but they love being part of the program. They're all in guys, and great character kids, and just a joy to coach and to be around and have a lot of fun with them.
All right, now let's visit with them. First, we have running back Ethan Hill. Ethan, how do you prepare during practice as a running back?
Well, mostly when we first get out there, we start working on our cuts so we can make the right cuts during the game and get the most yards as we can. And then we go to blocking, so we got to be good blockers too.
What are you looking forward to this Friday night at homecoming?
Well, I'm happy it's homecoming again this year because last year's during homecoming was my first year on varsity, and it was raining, so like nothing really happened. So I'm happy for another year of homecoming.
The motto this year is pound the stone. So how do you choose to pound the stone?
By just showing up every day at practice and being the best leader I can be and working as hard and doing as much as I can.
We also have quarterback Nick De Los Santos with us. Nick, how do you pound the stone?
You know, Coach Wendel always preaches about being present, so I tried to be present in the classroom, out on the football field, be a great leader.
We saw 2 passes from you Friday night. One of those was very important to getting the team in scoring position, but do one of those passes stand out to you more than the other plays that we saw?
Yeah, it was the one that Darren Greason. You know, we were in the hole, got a penalty, and we got out of it. So,
have the last 2 games motivated the team during practices?
Yeah, you know, we came off with 2 hard losses. It's just motivated to get back and get another win. You know, we have our mind on playoffs right now, so that's where we are. That's where we're going to get.
Thanks, guys. Coach, this week we will take on Everman at home for our homecoming game. How pumped is the team for this game?
I think they're excited to play at home. They love playing in front of the student body. They love playing at MISD Stadium. I think it'll be a great atmosphere for homecoming and a great atmosphere for a real important district ball game.
What's the theme this week? What is the theme that the team has been focusing on this week, and how have the players responded to it?
Well, Nick kind of alluded to it. We talk about being present, and the theme this week is win, W-I-N, with dots in between, and what's important now. And what's important now is each rep in practice that we work to get better and have total focus on what we're doing. And what's important now is that we stay together as a team and work together as a team. And what's going to be important Friday night is the execution. So win, or W-I-N, is the theme for this week.
Now we know homecoming games usually have higher energy than other games. What's your favorite thing about coaching a homecoming game?
You know what? Most coaches really don't like homecoming a lot, but I've kind of gotten to where I really enjoy it here. Especially, I told the kids yesterday I just enjoy being at practice. Number one, the weather has been great the last couple of days, and it's been fun being at the practice field. Really enjoyed the parade and our pep rally Monday night. It's just, Midlothian's a special place, and it's a place that supports the school district and supports the kids in whatever endeavors that they have. And it's nice to see the community come out and rally around and support them. It's nice to know that we'll have a great crowd at homecoming, and just trying to enjoy each day with this team because they're really fun kids to be around. I think our best football's to come. I don't think we peaked out against Toledo. I think that we're going to continue to get better because of the way that we practice. I saw that yesterday in practice, and so I just enjoy being around the team.
Yes, sir. And now let's take a look at the rest of this week's district schedule. Coach, who do you think will win out of these games?
I think Aledo will beat Burleson High School. I think Seguin will beat University by 3. I think Centennial will beat Cleburne.
Thank you. That wraps up this week's edition of the Coaches Show. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks to Coach Wendel, Ethan Hill, and Nick De Los Santos for being here. We hope to see you at Friday night's game, at our homecoming game. Let's pack the stands and cheer on our Panthers. And if you can't make it, be sure to listen to all the action on pantherradio.net.